can't.
Hi, Charlie. Did you want to say something, buddy?
I wants to ask you if you can add me to your email list so that I don't have to wait for my daughter to find it and forward it to me, because I'm the one doing it with Charlie for the next 3 weeks.
You bet. You want to, so you can email your email to me if you want, and then we'll just make sure we add you to our list.
Okay, what's your email?
So it's Lori, Lori, .Harrison at Jeffco.K, as in the letter K for like kindergarten, 1, the number 1, and the number 2, and then .co.us.
Okay,
And if
Lori,
you-
Lori dot
Yep.
Harrison at jeffco.k12.co.us.
Perfect.
And you'll see an email coming from me. My name is Kerrigan Clow. My email is KerriganClow1, so hopefully it won't go into spam.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, we'll make sure you get everything, sir. I love that you help him. That's awesome.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our lesson. Today, our learning target is to participate in the review and take our quiz. It's not 2.2, it's 3.1, so sorry about that typo. The reason we take our quizzes is so we know what we will still need to work on. We'll be reviewing, so please participate. If you participate in this review, you're gonna do a great job on this quiz today. Read the problems carefully. We're going to use our benchmarks to guide our thinking, and I'm going to make sure we have a little cheat sheet for those benchmarks, so I don't want to forget to do that. We're going to draw some pictures to help us. And then we'll reflect, does our answer make sense? I know you all love Gimkit, so if we can do a great job for this, we'll probably get a chance to play Gimkit today, so something to look forward to. Before we do that, let's get out our math spirals and pencils if you haven't already done so. We practiced the 9s trick yesterday and you guys did great. So I have a feeling we'll get these 4 problems done really quick. So let's start with 9 times 6. Let's have Haley Booker. Can you tell me how I might solve 9 times 6?
I don't.
So you can start by 9 times 5.
9 times 5, and what is 9 times 5?
45.
Okay, and then how would I know what 6 9s are? If I know 5 9s are 45, how can I figure out what 6 9s are?
You can add 1 more 9, which equals 53.
You're so close.
54.
54. Did anybody use the 9s finger trick to figure out 9 times 6? I see Charlie has his hand up. So which finger, Charlie, would I put down if I were going to use the 9s trick for this one? What are we multiplying 9 by?
Your 5th finger down. Your 6th finger down.
Right, and you should have 5 on the left of that 6th finger for your 10s and 4 on the right for your 1s, correct?
Yeah.
All right, let's try 9 times 8. You could use the strategy that Haley mentioned. Start with 9 times 5, which we know equals 45, but then you're going to have to add 3 more 9s. That's a lot of work. Or you could put your 8th finger down. Go ahead and solve that. Find out what 9 times 8 equals.
72.
Who said that?
Henrik did.
Can you tell me how you know?
Good, Henrik.
Explain your thinking, buddy.
I counted by, I did 9 times 5 first,
Okay.
and then added 3 more, added 9 3 more times, and then I got 72.
Excellent. Did anybody put their 8th finger down and see that there were 7 fingers to the left of their 8th finger for your 10s? And 2
I did.
to the right to get your 1s? Good.
I did.
I think that might be a little quicker, but it's all up to you. Now, think about what we already know, and let's see if we can solve 9 times 7. You could use what you know. 9 times 6 is 54. You already know that. And add 9 more to get 9 times 7. Or you could put your 7th finger down. Go ahead and solve that.
63.
Okay. Who got that?
63.
Haley Calendar. Will you explain your thinking?
On which one?
On 9 times 7.
Okay, so on 9 times 7, you can just use your fingers and put down your 7th finger, and so it's 63. Because if it has any 9 in it, you can always use your fingers.
That's right. That's called the 9's trick. And 9 times 9, last but not least. If you already know 9 times 8 equals 72.
81.
9 more. Robert, can you unmute and explain your thinking? Robert, can you unmute and explain how you know 9 times 9 equals 81? Is he not here?
I don't have a Robert. Yep. No, he's not here.
Gosh, I thought I saw him. Okay, how about Marin?
She is here.
I put down my 9th finger and I got 81.
Excellent. All right, I'm going to pull out of the can. I hope you're here. Evie, can you do 582 plus 309 with me? Walk me through that.
She is here.
And 5 plus 3 equals 8.
Okay, what about the 2 plus 9? Let's start there.
Down there, then put a 1 above the 8. 8 plus 1 equals 9. 5 plus 3 equals 8.
Nice. Okay, 832 plus 678. Henrik, I pulled your name out of the can.
I did 2 plus 8.
Okay, what does that equal?
10. You put the 0 right there, and then you carry the 1 above the 3. And then you do 4 plus 7. And 4 plus 7 equals 11. But you just do the 1.
and then you add the ones above the 8, and then it's 9 plus 9 plus 6, and then you add them together, and then you get 15, and then you add the comma on the 1, and it's 1,510.
Wow, I'm impressed. Well done. Okay, I'm going to walk you guys through the next two. We're going to review that box trick.
I don't want
So when you are subtracting across zeros, it can be difficult, but not if you know this little trick. 0 minus 6, I can't do that, and I can't borrow from a 0. But I can box the number 60, because I can take 110 away from 60. Let's go ahead and cross out 60 minus 1 would be 59. And I can make that new 10 in the ones place. Make sure you're writing this down in your math spiral so you get the hang of it. Now I can do 10 minus 6, which is 4.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I'm gonna follow the same system as I was doing before. 9 minus 4 over in the tens place equals 5. And I'm gonna go to the hundreds, and 5 minus 1 equals 4. So the answer is 454.
I like this trick better, okay?
So I think somebody's not muted. Make sure you're muted so we can hear these directions. All right, let's try 900 minus 567. Again, I have a 0 at the top in my ones place. It is less than the number I'm taking away from it, so it can't do it. When I go to borrow a 10 or make a new group, ungroup it, and make a new one, I can't do it because there are 0 tens. So I have to look at this 2-digit number, 90. I'm going to cross that out, take 1 away. I'll be left with 89. Now I can do it because I've made a new group of 10 in my ones place. 10 minus 7 is 3. Now I'm just going to go to my tens. 9 minus 6 is also 3. And then I go to my hundreds place value up here. It's 8 minus 5, which is also 3. Who knew? You should have gotten 333. And if you don't believe me that it's right, you can always check your subtraction with addition and see if you get the top number. If I were to add 7 plus 3, I would get 10. 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 3 would be 10. 5 plus 1 is 6, 7, 8, 9. 900. I'm checking my work with the inverse operation, and it's right. Okay, nice job with the review. I also wanted to review our Flipgrid video from yesterday. And Charlie Carr, can I have permission to share your video?
Yeah.
Awesome. I really liked the way you explained your thinking. So I'm going to share that. And some of you still haven't turned it in. Thank you, Ellie. I noticed you got yours in. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. But the question, or actually the assignment, was for you to solve the problem number 7 in your math workbook and explain how you knew whether to multiply, divide, add, or subtract. I had a lot of people divide and a couple people add, and those weren't actually what you wanted to do. So I wanted to go over it with you, and I thought, what better way than to show Charlie's video? So watch and listen, because many of you got confused on the problem.
An average-sized chicken egg has a mass of 60 grams. What would be the total mass of a half a dozen eggs? Well, I know a half a dozen is 6, and it says total in there, so 6. So it would have to be multiplication or plus, and I know if I added, it would 60 plus 6, it would be 66, and it would have to be much more than that to get my answer. So I
Oopsie.
have to do 60 times 6, which equals 360, and this is how I got it. 6 times 6 is 36, and I added a zero back on the end to get 360 grams.
Okay. That was great. Thank you so much for letting me share that. I like how you explained how you knew it was going to be multiplication and not addition, even though it would have to be either of those because it was 6 eggs with 60 grams each. So we had repeated addition. We were not dividing. We didn't know the total. So we were looking for a total. Well done. Okay, moving on. We are going to quickly do a review before we do our GimKit activity. So we will need our math spiral. You will see a problem similar to this on your quiz today. So again, if you are participating, you're going to do just great. A boy with a mass of 80 kilograms, oops, this should not be capitalized. Let's see, well, we're just going to go with it, is riding on a skateboard with a mass of 25 kilograms. What is the mass of the girl and the skateboard all together? Okay, I'm going to read it again. I want you to tell me what you notice about this problem. A girl with a mass of 50 kilograms is riding on a skateboard with a mass of 25 kilograms. What is the mass of the girl and the skateboard all together? Astria, what are you thinking we're going to do to answer this question? What are your thoughts?
I think we're going to add.
Okay, you're right. Why would we be adding?
Because it says so you know that it's going to be like multiplication or addition. So it just says all together.
But why are we not going to multiply? What do you notice about our numbers? Are they the same number, Astria, in equal groups?
No.
No, they're different, right? So let's visualize this. Here's the girl. Here's the skateboard. She weighs 50 kilograms. The skateboard is 25 kilograms. We want to know what that is all together. So go ahead and stack it. And then tell me your answer when you have it. Raise your hand when you have your answer.
That problem should be real simple after the warm-up this afternoon. All right. Ben, how about you, my dear?
So you know 0 plus 5 equals 5. And 5 plus 2 equals 7, so it equals 75.
And what's our unit?
Kilograms.
Kilograms.
Kilograms. Give a thumbs up if you agree with Ben. Thumbs up if you are agreeing with Ben. Nice. Okay, let's try another one. Similar.
Okay, actually, looks like I don't have another one similar to that. Before we do this, I want you to draw, I'm going to switch over, hold on. I want us to draw some benchmarks. So we can use this during GimKit. We're going to be talking about liquid measurement, and I think because I have all that stuff here, it's hard for you to see. I'll hold them up, but we're going to draw pictures to help us remember. So get a piece of paper. I'm going to get mine. I'm getting my benchmarks. So let's talk about a cup. Let's go ahead and write cup. What else? A cup, think of like a cup being like a mug, a coffee mug. So when you're asked which unit to use to measure different liquids, you'll have a visual. We talked about cups, we talked about quarts, and for a quart, you could think of your water bottle. We talked about the half gallon, but let's just go with the gallon. We talked about gallons, and a gallon, think of a gallon of milk. Oh, that's a big round gallon of milk, isn't it? And this is not art class, so don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect. So this was the US standard liquid units of measurement that we talked about. We know that ounces, and I should have probably put that up here. I'll squeeze that in here. Ounces are gonna be a lot smaller. It's gonna be like a baby spoon. So the liquid you could fit into a baby spoon. We didn't hit those as much as the others. Okay, so those were the first day of liquid measurement, but we also talked, oh, and we did talk about a pint, didn't we? I think you'll be fine with these. Let's go on to the liter and the milliliter. The milliliter, I used an eyedropper as my benchmark. I'm gonna hold it up. A milliliter is about what you could fit into a little eyedropper, right? But then the liter was larger. And a liter is kind of like a thermos. And you don't have to write all of this down. I'm trying to just kind of give you guys some guidance here. Water bottle, coffee mug. This is milk. I think these benchmarks will help you as we take our quiz and so forth. So this was our liquid measurements. These are for liquids. And then we talked about weight and mass as well. On our first day, we talked about ounces being a bag of pennies. $10 pennies was about an ounce. That was our benchmark for weight. And then we said a pound was about, you could even say, I had about 2 books here. In our video, it said a head of broccoli. That would be a very heavy one. So I'm going to put books. We had 2 books. And then we also looked at grams and kilograms. The gram was only, for our benchmark, a paper clip. And then the kilogram was the weight of a liter of soda. So kilogram was much heavier than a gram. 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. And then we talked about length. And we talked about that first. That was a while ago. Remember, an inch was probably the size of half of your thumb, from your knuckle to your nail. So maybe your thumb would be about an inch from your knuckle to your nail, depending on your thumb. Actually, my thumb's pretty small. It could be about an inch. Depends on your hand size. And after inches, we would go measure in feet, right? Which equals a ruler. That can be your benchmark. 12 inches, right, in a foot. So a ruler would help you think of feet. That would be your next one up. We talked about yards. Think of a yardstick. So much larger. There's 3 feet in a yard. Poor Josh is having so much internet problems.
Yeah, I've got a couple of friends who can get in again too.
You're kidding.
No.
Are they all in my all block?
Maybe.
So it's something to do with that Zoom.
Probably.
Go.
I couldn't get into your the one at the top.
My
So
internet was bad.
That's, yeah, I'm gonna go tell them to try the one lower, down lower.
I think we need to get rid of it, to delete it.
Try it again.
Okay.
Hello.
And then if you were going to measure in miles, right, that's going to be, so I'm going to ask you to mute until you're called on so we can hear, okay? Miles is going to be for long distances, right? Long distances that you might need a car. So I'm going to draw a car to help me remember that. You remember tons also. We mentioned tons. That would be like an elephant, right? Or a car. A car or an elephant for tons. Okay, I'm going to give you a few minutes to make your just sketches that'll help you with these problems that we're going to solve today. Again, don't make it an art class. We don't have time for that. This is just like a little cheat sheet, but you're not cheating. I just like saying that. It is to guide you. It's a resource. And I think when you're playing Gimkit, it might help you as well. When you are finished, give me a thumbs up.
What was the object for an inch?
I said your thumb. For my thumb, it's like from my knuckle to the tip, so it's not exactly your whole thumb, but might help. I see Madison is ready. Are you the only one, Madison? Let's see. Oh no, Elena's ready. Evie's ready. Max Deesberg is ready. Thank you, Abby. I see you, Clara. Thank you. Paxton, can you sit up, honey? We're not going to be in bed, okay? Remember, we talked about that this morning. If your thumb is not up, then you definitely don't want to be lying down in bed, right? You should be drawing your benchmarks. Let's draw those benchmarks. Give me a thumbs up when you're done so we know we're ready to move on. If I already called your name, you're good, Max. Just waiting on a few more people. Thank you, Gabe. Thank you, Charlie, Carr. Thank you, Sunny. I see you, Marin. I see you, August. I see you, Astria. Josh, good to see you. I hope your internet stays. Cooper, I don't see your thumb up, but I see you with something else. Okay, you're ready. Nice. Thank you, Reese. Okay, I can give you just a little bit more time. If you don't get them all, it's okay. This was just a little extra to help. I think you guys can do it without it, some of you, and some of you might need these benchmarks, but I'm gonna give you about 30 more seconds. See what you can get done. All right. All right, so we're going to go back to our review. Now that we kind of talked about the benchmarks again, I have them listed here, but on your quiz, you won't have them. And on GimKit, you won't have them either. What would be the better unit to use to specify the mass of a large truck? Grams or kilograms? Remember, our benchmarks are for 1 gram, it's a paper clip. For a kilogram, a liter of water. Go ahead and write your answer. Hold it up when you have it. Let's see what you think. Grams or kilograms? You can use the abbreviation if you like. G or kg. I think, nice, Josh. Good job. Josh, while I have you on, what are you thinking? Can you unmute and tell us your thinking and why?
I think a kilogram because it's more heavy.
Right, it's gonna be heavier and larger, right? So we want something, a unit that is gonna match that item. And if it's a large truck, it would take a lot of paper clips, wouldn't it? Nice job, Cooper. All right, let's try the, does anyone disagree or wanna discuss it more? Everybody agrees, kilograms? Nice. All right, let's look at the next one. What would be the better unit to use to specify the distance from Chicago to Denver? Miles or yards? Now keep in mind, 1 mile equals 1,760 yards. A yard, there's a visual for a yardstick. We have them in the classroom. 1 yard equals 3 feet. What would be the better unit? Write it down. Hold it up when you know. All right, Sunny, what are you thinking?
A mile, because a mile is longer than a yard, because a yard would be, because it would be a lot smaller. A mile is a lot longer than a yard.
Excellent. Good job, guys. So if you disagree, make sure you listen to what Sunny said. Max Deesberg, I saw your answer in chat. And Astria, nice job. You are right. It should be miles. What would be the better unit to use to specify the amount of water a hot tub can hold? Gallons or cups? And there's your 2 benchmarks. Think of a gallon of milk or a cup that you would use for liquid measurement. So not grams. Charlie, look again. I see grams. We're looking at cups or gallons. Much better. Madison, can you unmute and explain your thinking? Good job, Lila.
I think it's gallons because it's the hot tub is bigger than cups.
Yes, it's going to hold a lot of liquid, right? A lot of water. So you need a large unit. Nice. All right. What would be the better unit to use to specify the volume of water you can hold in your hand? Liters or milliliters? Remember your benchmarks. 1 liter is about a thermos, what a thermos can hold. A milliliter's like just a couple drops out of that eyedropper. Write your answer. You can do L or ML. You can use the abbreviation.
ML.
Lucas, what are you thinking?
I think a milliliter.
You're right. Why?
Because a liter couldn't hold that much in your hand, so and a liter can't because it's less.
A liter's too much, right? It would spill everywhere. But a milliliter, being just a couple drops, you could actually hold that in your hand. Nice job. All right, let's look at the next one.
I do too, but I usually eat the crust after.
Oh, is that the last one? Okay. All right, so we are going to play Gimkit to review. So I'm going to put this in the chat. I just want to review. When you go to gimkit.com/play, I'll put it in the chat so you can click on it from there, okay guys? So you don't have to go anywhere. Don't do anything yet. When you go to gimkit.com/play, you will be asked for a code. I am going to tell you what that code is, and then I can show it to you as well. All right? You may draw while you wait for the game to start. There's an option for that. You will have multiple choice questions to answer. After you answer, you have to click on continue. The amount of money you have earned is in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. You can shop when you have enough money for ways to make more money. And the person who earns the most money wins. So this is at least our 3rd or 4th time doing it. So I think we won't have any problem getting to it. So let me stop sharing so I can write in the chat. Gimkit.com/ that should get you there. Hopefully, it doesn't look like a live link. Let me see. Do I have to?
I'm already there.
Awesome. Or you can just type it in.
I bookmarked it.
It is in our assignment, but I thought it would be easier.
It isn't showing up in chat. I'm staring.
No, I don't
see
I bookmarked it.
It's
Okay. Oh, it says
every.
everyone in waiting room, everyone in meeting. I see what happened. Thank you for telling me.
I bookmarked it, and yeah, that's how I'm in it already.
Oh, that was smart.
Yeah, it doesn't seem
Either one of those will get you there.
They don't seem to be live, so.
I know, so they're gonna have to type it in. It is
Well,
live
you can
on,
copy it. They could copy it and put it in their URL. That would work
yeah,
too.
so I'm gonna have to, let me escape for a minute and do that. All right. Let me make sure it's in my math because I'm saying it is. Pretty sure I did that.
I bookmarked it.
What a smart kid you are.
Yes, Charlie Carr.
The code.
She hasn't given you yet. She hasn't given you the code yet. Hold on. Mr. Charlie Carr, do you have a question? No, okay.
Correct it too.
I'll make a copy. If anyone's still having trouble. Let's see. No. Let me see if this works. Better. Why did it only go to Ben? Somehow it only went to Ben. Let's try that again. Now it's only going to Gavin. Why is it doing that?
I got it.
Should we
I
leave?
got it. It says www.gimkit.com/play.
Okay, well, here's another way to get to it.
So did
This
I.
one is,
That
this
one
one
works.
is live.
Yep, that one works.
Cool.
I got
should we
it.
leave the meeting?
Okay, so I'm going to give you the code. We are not leaving the meeting.
No,
because
don't leave the meeting.
we're not done. We're going to stay on Zoom while we play, okay, kiddos? Because we have a quiz today, and I want to make sure you do that after GimKit.
What's the code?
He will give it
I
to you
have
once
not
he's
given
ready.
you the code yet.
Just be patient, my friends.
I wanted to give everybody time.
Patience is a virtue, my friends.
All right, I'm gonna have you write down the code, or you can type it in. It is 22178. I'll put it in chat. 22178. 22178. I see Josh, Paxton, Sawyer, Math God. Who is that? Make sure you put your name so I know who it is. So we know who's. Put your real name if you haven't done it yet.
I can't know.
Because otherwise I won't know who's who.
She won't be able to give you credit for being
Yeah.
super duper.
Look how techy you guys are.
Miss Aubin, can you tell me the code again?
22178. Did Gavin get in? Yeah, okay, good. Would you tell me if you need more time? Just say, I need more time. Okay then. Oh, I just heard that. Who is that?
Haley Booker.
Haley, okay. Is it internet troubles or do you need me to repeat the code for you?
I'm just typing in my name really quick.
Oh, perfect. All right, I'm gonna share my screen so you can, I don't know if I want to share my screen. You guys are gonna be seeing something else. Mrs. Harrison, you can see what's going on. All right, I'm gonna start the game. All right.
Go away.
Go away.
Go away. Go away.
Go away.
Use your benchmarks to help you.
Yes. Yes.
Mrs. Robin,
Yes?
I can see you doing your emails, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Well, nobody else can see it but you
No,
and
it's
my
your,
recording.
well, yeah, you're recording it, yeah.
It's like Christmas music. Look at the snowflakes.
I did see that, it's cute. Stop recording because if you get and just say I'm going to stop recording. I love it. Look at Chloe's. So cute. And Josh is working hard.
Can I stop it?